Okay, and we are set. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to this segment of Blab Style Chats. I'm Monique. I'm the owner and founder of Glam Up Style, which helps empower powerhouse women to feel confident in everything that they wear. And I decided to start this segment of Style Chats because I used to be a former boutique owner as myself, and I love to just help other boutique stylists or style owners talk a little bit more about what they offer and make people more aware of the fabulous styles that you can get by just visiting, your boutique in your local town. So that's kind of where Blab Style Chats came about. And I am so excited today to present to you one of the founders or one of the employees of Alexis Suitcase Consignment Boutique, which is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. They actually have several locations in the Atlanta area. But if you're not in the Atlanta region, no worries. They also have a vast selection of consignment items online. And I am super, super excited today to learn more about Alexis Suitcase because I love nice things and I love getting nice things for a deal. So I think it's going to be really exciting to just kind of find out more about what goes on in the consignment boutiques, and most importantly, being able to find, a style that works for you at a fraction of the price. So I want to go ahead and introduce Veronica, and she'll be telling us more about Alexis Suitcase. So hi, Veronica.
Hello, how are you, Monique? Thank you for having us today. It's a pleasure to collaborate with this awesome interview. Well, my name is Veronica, and I am the e-commerce manager and social media manager here at Alexis Suitcase. And we're basically part consignment and part boutique. So it means that we carry consignment pieces, and we also carry a selection of boutique items, which are new items. Oh, wow. We carry brands we call it from Gucci, from Gap to Gucci, which means like they're very, abroad. We have all kind of mall brands, and we also have high-end designer brands like Chanel, Christian Louboutins, Louis Vuitton, YSL, Hermes. So we have all these magnificent brands here at the 3 stores, and we also have them on our website so people can shop them worldwide.
That is so awesome. And that's one of the things I really loved when I was able to check out the website was that not only is there just a vast quantity of different styles, but a vast quantity of different price ranges. So I think that's amazing because, anyone can really kind of shop your store and find something that not only, fits their style, but fits their budget.
Yeah, that's correct. We try to put on our website a little bit of everything. So there's a little bit of everything for everybody. Mostly we focus on handbags and shoes on the website, and like accessories and jewelry, because it's the stuff that people will buy more often on a website, and it's like easier to, if you haven't tried a dress online, then maybe it's harder to see if it's going to fit or no. So we focus a lot on handbags and shoes. And people love it. And we sell and we ship stuff all the time, every day. It's a business that is growing. We've been in the market for 10 years now. So we're just, carrying awesome items every day and making like the fashion, life more exciting.
That is really exciting. I think that is so cool. And yeah, you're right. I mean, it's so easy to, just shopping anything, of high end or, couture online that's, been a very popular thing in the e-commerce world
Right.
for, like you said, for like nearly a decade. So I think that's so cool that, you have access to that. And, people can grab that anywhere, pretty much not only around the nation, but around the world. So that is really, really cool. So Veronica, so I really want to talk a little bit more about, since I know you guys are based out of Atlanta, I would love for you to just kind of share with us, what are kind of some of the trends that you're seeing? I know Atlanta is a big city, but I know you guys cover, pretty much a very vast region of it. Yes. What are some of the things that you're seeing, maybe either out and about on the streets that people are really, wearing, or particularly like, what is it that people are, tend to be shopping a lot, when it comes to your store?
Okay. I think first of all, people, identify with fashion just because they want to show a part of their personality. Um, they will like literally copy styles from actresses and people that it's famous around the world, and they will literally like shop trends. So let's say they saw, I'm just gonna say like a really normal example that I guess people can relate. Let's say they saw Kate Moss, these like really recognized model, wearing a pair of like Christian Louboutin Pigalle, patent leather Pigalle shoes. So they want to recreate that look. That's when you can see we see here like thousands of items coming every day with really current trends. We carry trends that are no older than 2 years, mostly, unless it's a vintage piece.
Yeah.
But we can see like from Christian Louboutin to YSL to vintage Chanel, and the more modern Chanel, which was like led by Karl Lagerfeld. We can see like even like trends that are not even like in America per se, like more European. We have like a lot of like customers that travel around the world, and they go to Europe, Dubai, and they bring these like amazing pieces that you don't even like see, on a store. It's like very unique pieces. We once had these Louis Vuitton little clutch, and it was made in lizard and embellished with crystals. And when we were researching the piece, we found out that only 7 of these bags were made in the world, and we literally had one in our hands.
That is amazing.
So it's amazing. It's kind of like a treasure hunting in a way, and you feel like the rush when you're getting these like amazing pieces that are not very like oftenly seen in the public or in stores. And then that's when you realize that this business is really unique. It has so much to offer, and we have just literally like almost one of each, one of a kind items. So it's not that you're going to see like a whole stock or a whole pile of the same Louboutins or, the same Chanel bags. No, we just literally have one of each, and every single item is different. It has history. It has, different type of leather, so it's really nice and really fun to work, here and seeing all of these amazing pieces coming every day. We have in our Polyvore account, we try to like replicate fashion layouts with all of these trends and with the stuff that we have, obviously, and we do all of these fashion layouts just to give people ideas on how they can put together an outfit. Some people, people has strengths, and some people is not very creative when it's time to get dressed. So here at the store, when they're also shopping, we will kind of like accompany them and tell them, look, this will go nice together. If you put these 2 pieces together and then you style it with this bag and these shoes, it's going to be, you're going to look like a 70s look if that's what you're trying to accomplish, or a rocker look, a glam look, So it's really interesting, and the amount and vast amount of inventory that we receive every day, it's outstanding.
Wow, that is so awesome. And I think that's really great that like you kept mentioning that, each piece is very unique.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's, it's a variety of different styles. And I will definitely be getting into, this segment in a moment, but I did want to comment. That was one of the things I really enjoyed when I created the outfits, was that there literally is something for everyone. And I don't say that like for a lot of things. Like I do know there's some, boutiques and stores out there that kind of cater to particular taste. This one, I'm telling you, whether you're like plain Jane to like super extra wannabe diva, like there is something in that store. And I thought that was really, really cool that, it's there's that variety and there's that option. But the great thing about it though is that, like you said, you can get that one piece that'll truly, be unique to you, because it's not as if you have, like you said, 20 of those pieces in that store. It's just, that one piece, or in the case of that wonderful Louis Vuitton bag, it's a definite like one of a kind type deal.
Yeah.
So,
kind of like a treasure in your hands.
So what?
Kind of like having a little treasure in your hand when you find once you find it.
Absolutely. And I think that's really what people love. At least I can speak for myself. That's the one thing I love about consignment stores is it is. It feels like I'm on a treasure hunt. And when I find that treasure, it's like so cherished and it's so great because I'm like, yes, I found it. It's great. It's awesome. It's just for it's kind of like it's just for me. So I totally agree with you. And I think that's so cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So because of that, I mean, so I'm assuming that you get kind of like a variety of different people that kind of come into your store. But is there maybe like a particular maybe brand that people are constantly like asking about? Like, is it, or is there something that people really are just kind of always, know that they can go to your store and you'll have a nice selection of?
Yes, we had a period of time, maybe last year, where Christian Louboutin shoes, the red bottom sole shoes, were like the most coveted item. Like literally,
Yeah.
like everybody wanted them, right? And nowadays, like at the beginning of the year, we're seeing that maybe those shoes are starting to decrease, like in the way they are wanted, like like I guess like trends shift. So for example, this year we just realized that Brahmin, which is a bag, which is a brand of handbags made in crocodile skin. Usually it was a brand that it was kind of like, yeah, people will know it. But now, like, we're really finding out that they want them and then they're selling like bread, like, let's say, like bread. So it's interesting to see how brands and trends shift. But I guess like the classic brands like Chanel and Gucci and Hermes and Louis Vuitton were always going to be like brands that are going to lead, people, and then they're just like options for people that they're gonna know that they're gonna find like a piece that is going to be classy, that is going to work with a casual night outfit. So these brands always like hold their value. These brands will never decrease the value. So even though when you are spending $500 or $1,000 on a bag, you literally don't you won't lose the value of that bag. And if it gets a time where you need to get rid of it for X or Y reason, you will always you can sell it, and then that bag will be worth exactly the same, if not more. So in a way, it's an investment.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. And I think that's the one thing definitely, speak to my clients is that it is so worth it to invest in a couture piece. And when you can find it, at a consignment, like you said, it's like you can literally buy that same, piece and it's worth the same, if not more, years later because it's timeless, it's classic, and it'll always, have that value. So yeah, I totally agree with you that the classic brands of like Chanel and Gucci, those never go out of style.
Those are brands that are never going to die, and people will always use them. But there's emerging brands that always come and go. Like Giuseppe Zanotti is a brand that people like a lot, but for some reason it stopped selling for a while, and then it will come back again. It's just depending. So for sure I cannot say, okay, this trend died and this one was born, because it's always like evolving. They get mixed. It's very cool to see how people behave towards fashion.
Definitely. I agree with you. Yeah, it is interesting. And I liked how you brought up the example of how, just not even what last year, the Louboutins were just such a huge hit, and now it's kind of shifting to another thing that's really becoming like a great hit. And so that's the one thing I do love about fashion is that it is constantly evolving and constantly, changing.
Right.
And the trends are too. So that it's cool because it's like you have those timeless pieces that'll never go out of style, and you have
Right.
also that same simultaneous aspect of it, of where it is always evolving too. And so
Right.
it
I
is.
like very much when the lead designers or the creative designers of houses, for example, houses like Gucci or houses like, Chanel. I like it very much when the designer, the creative designer, leaves and start their own fashion house. Like, let's say, like when Tom Ford used to work for Gucci, he made amazing stuff, but it was stuff that it had to be like under the line of the brand. But now that he, became Tom Ford, his designs are amazing as well. And, so it's really interesting to see how the designer, evolves after he leaves the house where they're working, So that's when you discover new designer, not new designers, that are owning their own, pieces. They're not working under a house. I really like when I see, the creations of these like designers, because now you're seeing the real them, and it's more fashionable and more edgy, like Gucci and Chanel and these houses still have to like maintain like a line of classicality, I guess. But when you see now, like, for example, Karl Lagerfeld by himself, you see all of these amazing pieces like the Monster, or, well, those were for Fendi, sorry. But, or there, that's a good example. When he went from Chanel to Fendi now, the Fendi Monsters, all of that line, all of that Monster and Bogs line that he created was super fun, So I really like when designers get to change from houses to their own or to a different house, because you will see like really, really interesting creations.
Absolutely. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And it's so exciting to, even just follow designers, like you said, and see them evolve with, the pieces that they offer, and just watching them kind of blossom and grow as well. So that's so cool. And I think that's amazing because, your store kind of shows that picture as well, because that's kind of a story you can tell, like, okay, well, before Tom Ford became Tom Ford, he's actually designing the Gucci line, and so this is kind of around the era when he was there, and now this is his own piece, so you can kind of like tell a story to your clients, which I think is really cool.
Correct.
That's awesome. So yeah, so is there anything else that you kind of want to share or discuss as far as trends before we move on to the next segment?
Well, I guess like if you guys need to know about trends, come to our website and see all the amazing stuff that we have there. We have examples of fashion layouts if you need a little bit of help, and you can surely put together a really amazing outfit.
Awesome. Wonderful. Well, yeah. So speaking of outfits, I am so excited now to present over the looks that I created. So again, I know you had mentioned that you guys have a Polyvore account, which if you guys aren't familiar with, it's basically a fashion, I like to call it a fashion vision board is the best way to describe it. And so I was really excited to kind of, select some of the pieces that you had available on Polyvore and create looks for them. So I'm going to go ahead and post that link right now.
Okay.
So everyone can kind of view those outfits here.
I like a fashion mood board.
Yes. Yes, perfect. Yes, fashion mood board. I was like, it's just so many different ways. I've been on Polyvore for what feels like a decade, but I know it's only been a few years, and I love it. It's such an
amazing platform for everybody to come and see what's happening in the fashion world, and for also fashion, brands and e-commerce businesses to put out their merchandise.
Definitely, yes. And so for you, I know it works perfect because, like you said, you're able to create outfits and looks that you can display to your clients, and so they can have a better feel and a better idea of how to really style their pieces. And that's, and that's exactly what kind of what I did here. So I don't know if you want to go ahead and click on that link here, and we can kind of discuss the 4 outfits that were created.
Okay, the purple link that I'm seeing here?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I immediately fell in love, of course, with the Louboutins.
Yes. I see the laser cutout flower. Yes.
Yeah, so we can definitely go. We'll just kind of talk about the outfits one by one, and I can kind of, mention as far as like what, I decided to go with them. So we can definitely start off with the one at the
Okay.
top right, the late right, so the lace cut out with the
Okay.
jeans. But I want you to talk a little bit more about, so the two pieces that I selected from your store, of course, is the Louboutins and then the purse.
Okay.
So if you want to talk a little bit more about those pieces.
Okay. Okay, so we have the Christian Louboutins, and these are pumps. They have a platform. They have they're open toe. They have obviously the red bottom soles and the laser kind of flowery detail embroidery or something like that. This is a very versatile shoe. You can, as you did it here, you like, created a casual outfit, and then you created like a more elegant or more business attire outfit. I think these shoes are really cool. These are called, actually, I have here the name. One moment. I don't know if you know, but like all of the Christian Louboutin, he will name his shoes like a name of a girl's name.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
These ones are. Let me see if I can find them right quick.
Sure.
Okay, so these are called the Christian Louboutin Pampas Pump Peep Toe. So the name is Pampas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's, it has a really nice flower cutout, like it's kind of like a laser cutout detail around the whole shoe, and it has smooth leather like in the back and the platform. It makes it special for evening or even day. All I have to say about Louboutins is like they look really nice, but they're not really comfy. So you look great, yeah, but you have to like endure a little bit of pain.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's good to know.
Yeah. I mean, everybody has shopped a Louis Vuitton knows that this is like kind of like a golden rule. They look really amazing, but you have to endure a little bit of pain there because they're not like the most comfortable shoe.
Right. Yes, that is true. So I guess it is kind of like, I don't even know if I would even want to put like a Dr. Schultz in them because I'm just like, they're so nice. I don't want to mess them up.
Yeah, but people try everything. Just whatever makes you feel more comfy, you should try it. But I mean, that's kind of like a characteristic of lubes. It's just like they're not like the most comfortable shoe ever. But we women for fashion, we sometimes do things that are painful.
Right. That is very true. Absolutely. And yeah, and what really drew me into those shoes is like you had mentioned, the versatility of them, of how you can easily dress them with. So in this outfit, I went ahead and paired them with, boyfriend jeans. And then I kind of wanted to go with that same kind of lace cutout feel. So I paired it with a lace cutout top. But I mean, right, I was like, you can definitely casual, have it casual, or in the next outfit, of course, I presented, can actually dress them up and have them great for work attire. But then what also really attracted me was this bag. So let's go ahead and talk about the bag. I'm actually a tote lover. I love all things totes because I can throw my entire kitchen sink in there and still look stylish. Right. So I was attracted to this bag.
Yeah, these Louis Vuitton makes a bag that is similar in the shape, and it's called a Never Full. That is actually one of our most like bestseller bags here at the store. Literally, people fight over them because we get like one randomly every 2 weeks or so, or if not more. Wow. And then people just want this bag so bad. But like this one looks like Never Full. This one is actually a Emma Fox tote. Okay. It's called the Emma Fox Park Avenue tote, and it has a really like smooth texture leather. It has gold hardware. It has a magnetic closure, 2 handles. It's kind of like a tote that you can just put it in your shoulder or carry it like in your hand. It has magnetic closure, and it has like fabric houndstooth print in the interior that you cannot see there, but in the inside has that print. It's a bag as well that can go in a casual look or in a, more kind of like dressy look, how you like style it here. I really like that dress with that bag. It's also a piece that, there's no rules for it. You can wear it day and night.
Definitely, absolutely. And I love the pop of color with it. It's such a beautiful red, but it's not so bright to where
It's
it's
kind
kind
of
of
like a
blinding.
cherry, and let me tell you, the leather on this bag, it feels like so nice, very like smooth, like you can like literally feel like the I don't know, it's just kind of like a butter, like a buttery texture of the leather. It's really nice.
Oh, how nice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love the buttery leather texture. It's
Yes.
um definitely a great texture, great feel. I just wanted to say real quick to everyone that's kind of joined in, feel free to click the link that we have above. We're kind of reviewing the outfits right now. Um, but yeah, that is, I like totally fell in love with that tote, and I love, like you said, just kind of the overall versatility of it, and just how it has that nice soft buttery leather. It's such a great piece. So let's go ahead then, and we'll move on to the second look. Now we already talked about the shoes. So again, I told you I'm a tote lover. So
Oh,
this time I saw this Dooney and Burke, and I had to feature it because a lot of my clients, especially in the Atlanta area, just seem to love their Dooney and Burke. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely gonna, and I saw this one. I'm like, oh, they're gonna like fall in love with this. So talk a little bit more about the Dooney and Burke bag.
okay, we do have certain type of customers that like Dooney and Burke. This is like a very traditional brand. It's been forever. It is made in USA, which is like really cool because we don't get any more, like we don't have a lot of like goods make anymore here in the United States. So I really appreciate that. Um, this is like a tote, very has like a woven type of leather, throughout the whole bag. It's similar to the other style, although the straps and the handles of this one's a little bit shorter. So, and this one is more structured. The other one is more slouchy. This one is more of a structured bag. It's zipper closed, it closes with a zipper, and it also has interior lining, textile interior lining inside. And this is a great example of a bag that can work for a business look.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's why I really love to pair it kind of with this style, this business outfit. Was I feel like it's the perfect alternative for a suitcase.
Yes.
I don't know about you. I feel like suitcases are just a little bit too structural for me, but this bag would be something perfect that you can easily carry to a board meeting, or just, even have it, even switch it out and have it as an everyday, casual bag. So, yeah, I really love this bag a lot. I think it's an awesome, must-have piece, especially if you're in the market for a more professional style looking bag, or maybe need to replace your briefcase. Getting this type of style bag will look great. And that's kind of the look I wanted to go. I kind of call this my boardroom look. So you can still, wear your peep toes and have your business bag, still be very professional, but also very stylish. So
Yeah, this Dooney and Burke is kind of like a newest collection, but we do get a lot of like the vintage Dooney pieces,
yeah,
which people like kind of like the boho chic hippie style. People would like these type of bags, the vintage ones that are
yeah,
like two leather tones, which is like the tan leather plus a pebble leather that is green or blue or red. How Dooney like mixes like these two tones of colors. So we do also get like a lot of vintage Dooney, and that one is like less pricey. It's a brand that is like not very expensive, and the quality and the leather, it's exceptional.
absolutely. Yes, it definitely is. And right, I know exactly what you're talking about with the more vintage style of the Dooney and Burke. So you definitely get a lot of people still purchasing kind of the vintage style of those.
Yes, we still take them, and then they sell like a lot. They're very, popular between kind of like, hippie chic and boho chic style people.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah, I could totally see that. Definitely. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll move on to the next look I created. So let's talk about these shoes. I was like, oh my gosh, I really like them. They're
Okay, so we have on the image of the dress, those are Stuart Weitzman knee-high boots. And if you go to the store of, to the mall, to a Stuart Weitzman store, you won't find these boots for less than $3.99,
mhm.
or four, or they're even more. These boots never go out of style. They're in the front, they're suede, and in the back, they're just smooth leather, and they are
Nice.
pull on. So you don't have to, sit them or anything. You just pull them on, and it's kind of like a grayish type of color. So it will go well with black, with gray, with I love to combine like earthy tones, like gray and brown and black and like burgundy, So these ones are amazing boots. I love them, and they're barely worn, and we sell them for $1.99 here at the store. So it's kind of like a bargain in a way. You're getting access
Absolutely.
to all of these amazing brands for,
A fraction of the
yeah,
cost.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah, and that's what I liked about them. I mean, like I think, like you mentioned, they're timeless. Like you can, I mean, they'll never go out of style. And I decided this time to pair it with the dress, but they can easily be paired, of course, with a pair of jeans
Right.
or pants or whatever. So they're definitely a very versatile boot to have.
Yeah, it's like
And,
a very basic piece, like of like a must have, I guess. Like you can
yes,
combine that with everything you want.
absolutely, definitely, yes, I completely agree. I think the color, the style, and everything makes it a piece that you really could wear with pretty much anything that if you wanted, if you really wanted to. So, yeah, love the boots. So lastly, let's go ahead and move on. So this is really what I was talking about, how your store caters to everyone. Because even if you're someone that doesn't like to get kind of dressed up or glammed up, there's still something for you. And so that's really what I wanted to present with this outfit, was just the basic, you can have your basic t-shirt and jeans and still accessorize with some great quality pieces. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the rider boots, because those were the ones that immediately caught my eye and I loved.
So I think, let me just see. Yeah, these are Tory Burch knee high. These are like below the knee. The typical, what you call the riding boot. Very popular into people that likes to look very classic. Jeans, your riding boots. Like a shirt, how you style it, and some pair of sunglasses, and you're good to go. These fits into a certain type of person. Is a person who is more conservative, more business oriented a little bit, so it's something for sure that not everybody will wear. These are very popular among the people who loves this brand, which is Tory Burch.
Yeah.
And she makes really classic type of stuff, although she also has very colorful items. But these are kind of like one of her signature pieces, also with the ballet flats, the Tory ballet flats that have like the logo on top of the shoe. These are the typical riding boots that you will find people wearing, when they have it like a casual like type of attire like this.
Absolutely, yeah. I definitely say Tory Burch I would say, is definitely one of my favorite brands, and I love the casual style that she has, and these boots really are just an epitome of her classic, her classic style and her classic brand, because like you said, they're perfect. They're very casual. I like to say that Tory Burch really like speaks to what I like to call the mommy style.
Yes, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know like.
Yes, Yes, no. I was like, this totally mommy style, like right
Yeah,
there.
it's not like the mom that just has
Yes,
like, 5 to 10-year-old kid and she's still modern and young and fresh, but she still wants to look a little bit more, elegant, more, classy. So, it's a brand that offers, that type of, look.
definitely, yes. And so, I totally agree with you, and that's one of the things I love about the Tory Burch. So I was so excited to see those boots, in your available in your store. Because again, like I said, even if you're that one that just wants that really basic kind of casual look, whether you're a mom or not, you just kind of, like that basic style, you can still find something that really will, appeal to you and what you're looking for. So I decided to go ahead and pair that again with another tote. I wasn't intentionally trying to do totes, people. I just kind of like I said, I gravitate towards totes. But this is just kind of a simple, basic black tote. I don't know if you kind of want to talk a little bit briefly about it.
I can't barely see the brand of that one.
Yeah, I
So
think
let me just see if I can find. Well, do you remember what brand was that tote?
I do. Yeah, let me go. I'm going right now. I can tell
But
you
this is like a
what that
an example.
what the brand
Yeah, this is
is.
like an example of, a basic tote, black tote with long handles. And Michael Kors also does a lot of these totes. Like you said before, they're really spacey inside, so they're great for like a mom with kids that just like literally want to like put everything in there, including bottles and everything, and don't want to like carry like another backpack with her. And it will make her look amazing, stylish, but also it will be like a comfortable, way of carrying like lots of stuff. Like I personally love like small bags because I don't like to carry a lot of stuff, but like some people would love to carry like, all kinds of things in their bags. And then that's one that the shopper totes are like a great example on a bag that makes you look stylish, but at the same time it gives you room and makes you feel comfortable if you need to. It looks like it is like a really nice textured, maybe pebble leather, and it's made two handles. I don't think these tote have like a closure. I think just stays open. So you just have to be careful not to drop, loose stuff. But otherwise, it's a great piece. I think I lost her. I don't know what happened. Like the
I'm so sorry. I literally like the computer just kind of crashed. So
okay.
thank you for being so patient.
Oh
Alexis, can you hear me?
no, I didn't know.
I mean, Veronica.
You're okay. You're fine.
Okay, great. Thank you. And I apologize. I'm like, that's what happens with
It's
technology.
true.
Sometimes you love
It's
it,
not in
sometimes
our
you hate it.
control.
So I know we were just wrapping up with the outfits, but I had wanted you to, I guess, talk a little bit about the sunglasses, like the aviator sunglasses.
Okay, so aviator sunglasses, there's sunglasses that have been around forever. You know, Ray-Bans were the ones who invented this style. It's very typical style, and they call them aviators. It's because literally the people who were, the pilots were using them when they had to, go into war or stuff like that. So then after that, they saw that those pilots were so hot or so cute, and then they become like a fashion trend. It's a style that has been forever. It suits mostly every single shape of face, so it's
Yes.
a type of sunglasses that if you even give them as a gift and the person has never tried them before, that they're gonna work out. They make them nowadays, like Raven has them mirrored, like green, mirrored green, mirrored blue, orange, pink, purple, all kinds of like lens colors. And then after Ray-Bans, signature style sunglasses, which were like the aviators and the wayfarers. After these brand, had these sunglasses like positioned in such like a recognized, on the market, then like other fashion houses started like to imitate the shape of these sunglasses, but like these are endemic from Ray-Ban. These are sunglasses that they came up with this design. So, and they're really cool. I love them. They're really lightweight. The frame is very, yeah, it's very lightweight. The only thing is that they have like those little tooth plastic, like kind of like holders for the nose. Some people will find that uncomfortable. Some people will not. But other than that, I think they're like really cool type of shades. My favorite personally are the wafers. Like I love those, and I own a pair of black ones. And these are not wafers, but I have my eyeglasses are wafers, tortoise shell, which I love. Love, love.
Oh, how cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Yeah, that's actually kind of one of my favorite styles too. And so I'm assuming then that your store definitely carries not only the aviator
Yeah,
style,
and
but
we
also
have
the
had
wafer
like
style.
vintage
So
Ray-Bans that I adore like to death. Like I won't change them for anything. Like if they tell me get these vintage Ray-Bans or get these like, new Chloe's or something like that, I'll like okay, give me the vintage ones. I love vintage sunglasses.
yes, same here. And so I think that's so awesome that, you can definitely
Yes.
go to your store and I'm assuming
We
find
have
the
here
vintage
like
style.
Chloe's, Chanel. We have a lot of Chanel glasses right now. Actually, we have Dior. The new Dior ones. We have Burberry. We have Ray Bans. We have a lot of sunglasses as well. Prada. You know,
That's awesome. Well, that's so cool. And that's the thing that I love. I love
we have also
sunglasses and
crazy ones, like literally like crazy frames that are like. So it's a frame here, and then there's nothing in here, just like the glass like that. Those were like very.
yeah,
Yeah,
I've seen
I think
those.
they were Miu
Hmm.
Miu, something like that, but they were amazing. So we have a lot of like cool. We have a lot of fashionable and fashionistas as clients. So they will bring amazing stuff to consign, and then they will buy as well. So it's kind of like trading the closet with friends in a way.
How fun. Now, yeah, so since we are kind of on that topic, so if you want to share with us a
How
little
it
bit
works.
more, right, if somebody in consigning, like how would they go about doing that with your store and how does that all
Okay,
work?
so basically we have a consignment agreement where people will come, and then the first time, for the first time, we'll have them bring at least 5 items to open an account, and then after that they can just bring one piece, and then we'll go through their items, and our people is trained to select the best pieces that they know that they will sell right away on the store. So they will go through the items, and then they will take them in. We will create like a consignment account for the customer, and they will also have access online to see and check what items they have sold, how many items they have in their closet. So it's very manageable. You can go online and see, oh, I just sold this dress. I want my money. So they can call and we can PayPal their money, or we can write them a check or mail them a check. It's really easy. Literally, everybody that brings something, they will sell it. We have around 10,000 consigners. So the
Wow.
variety of items that we have is unimaginable.
Yeah.
great finds. Yes, great finds. And we pick one of our best items to go to the website so people can have like a little bit of a glimpse of, one of the best stuff that we have here at the stores. Um, it's really easy. It's simple. They just bring their items. We select them. We will price them. Then we'll put them in the floor, and then they will stay in the floor for 75 days. And if after 75 days those items don't sell, then they can come and pick them up, or we can donate them to the Assistance League of Atlanta, which is an organization that helps families that have lost their homes, or homeless children, old people that need medical care, all these like beautiful causes. So at the end of the day, it's kind of like a recycling, it's like recycling clothing, and the circle will be complete once those donation items that didn't make it to the floor, that they didn't sell, they will go to amazing causes. So it's a really beautiful business, and you're contributing not only to buy stuff that it's pre-owned, right? But it's gently used. It's in great shape, and you're helping literally our earth, because we're recycling here. That's what we're doing, and I think that's the beauty of it. It's kind of like a green business.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with you. And I think anyone, because I know some people, especially those that are really conscious about the environment and just kind of, nature in general. I know, a lot of the higher end designer, brands, of course, because for what their price is, they use genuine leather and genuine pieces. And so some people are concerned that, animals are being killed and this, that, and so forth for fashion. So the one thing I love about consignment is that it helps to kind of eliminate that, because you can't resurrect a cow from the dead, but you can continuously use these pieces and use them. So
kind of like honor the piece and the animal who died for it. We have here Stella McCartney, which she's vegan, and all of her designers are suitable for vegetarians and vegan people, and I love her just because she's doing such a great amount of work, and she's kind of like a pioneer in being a vegan designer. And we have lots of her pieces, and they sell really well, and they're beautifully made.
I love Stella McCartney's pieces. They're gorgeous. You're right. And I think she's I would say the first vegan couture designer that actually, that's actually couture, because there's of course quite a few of them out there, but they're not couture. Let's just put it that way. They're great. I love that. And I think that's awesome that you guys carry her brand too in your store. So again, there's literally something for everyone. And if you haven't gotten that yet, then just see it for yourself. If you're
I encourage everybody to come and see, and just
definitely. And I wanted to say too that the one thing I love also is that the fact that you're able to shop online. I will say one of the things that make me a little hesitant of kind of going into a consignment store is knowing, are they going to have something for me? And I think the fact that if this is my first time being introduced to the brand, I can check you out first online before driving out wherever I have to go and, spending, time in the store. I can get a feel of what it is that you have. But again, like I said, it's literally for everyone. So nobody has to worry about that. But if you want that second.
Some people feel overwhelmed when they think that shopping consignment is going to be like too much, everything is going to be, together, messy. We actually try to make really simple for the customer. Every single item is in round racks by color.
Nice.
So we have like the blue rounder, the cream rounder, the khaki rounder, so people can shop by color, and they can shop by tops and by dresses only, and by jeans and by shoes. So everything is really organized. Don't imagine that like you're going to a consignment store and it's going to be like stuff all over the place. No, this is something that is really organized, so it will make the experience really, fun, really, you will find the things that you're looking for. And not only that, you will find things that you didn't know that you wanted and then that you really want, So So we try to make it like very like organized and simple so people don't get overwhelmed. And on the website, we also pick the best stuff. So, you guys can have like the best of the best,
And I think that's awesome. That's so great because it makes it makes the shopping experience, whether you're shopping in person or online, that much more faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really a great experience. So that is so amazing. So I'm just so excited that I actually, we had a chance to really talk more and learn more about consignment and designers and pieces, but most importantly, just find out more about you or about the store. And I'm going to ask, a few of my clients are in the Atlanta area. If you have not heard of Alexis Suitcase, then you got to go because it's definitely a brand or a store that it's a must-have, I would say, on your shopping list because the pieces are just, like you said, there's a variety of pieces, they're unique, and they're at a fraction of a cost than if you were to pay retail, which, we're all trying to, save, shopping smart. I'm like, you have to shop smart. So I think that is so amazing. So I want to open it up to if anybody has any questions for Veronica about the store, the boutique, or just kind of in general. I'll kind of take a look here in the comments to see if there's anybody that's has asked any questions here. Let's see. All right. So now I want to move on into the last segment here, which is for our viewers. We have a very exclusive offer for Alexis Suitcase. So if you want to tell us a little bit about that offer, well, I go ahead and post the link here.
Okay. So we are super excited to, offer all of our, your viewers and our viewers as well a discount to show up on the website for a month using the coupon code. It is Alexis Glam altogether, and we will post that info also in our Facebook page. So if you guys don't remember it, but it's called Alexis Glam, and if you shop on our website, you just enter that coupon code for 1 month. You will have a 10% off discount. One per person. So if you want to shop more than once, I suggest just put everything in the cart and take advantage of that discount. If you're gonna shop for $500 Chanel bag that you saw that you love, or a Louis bag, 10% discount. It's pretty neat. So
yeah,
I hope
it is, and that's what I was saying.
Enjoy it and take advantage of it and use it, and we will be happy to ship your stuff as soon as possible.
Awesome, wonderful, and yes, and you guys can also click the link as well. If you put in your email address, that coupon code will also be emailed to you, or like you said, go in online on Facebook, and that'll be available. But yes, that's a really nice discount because, like you said, if you're buying something that's a few $100s, getting that off, that's a really nice discount, and it'll get you kind of started on either adding to your couture collection, or if you're a newbie, this is the perfect opportunity to get started on your couture collection. Or if, like I said, if you're local in the area, then stop in, and you can also buy kind of the newer items that's in the boutique style of their store. So really awesome and really, really cool. So thank you again, Veronica. Please go ahead and let us know how we can stay connected to Alexis Suitcase online. So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us. We had a blast. I really liked chatting with you, and I hope to, still, do stuff together and be reconnected and, work together so we can offer our amazing viewers more discounts.
Definitely. And then, so I know you had mentioned your Facebook page. Is there any other places where we can kind of get connected with Alexis Suitcase online to kind of follow?
We have Twitter, and all of our handles are Alexis Suitcase. So we have Twitter, we have Instagram, we have Pinterest, we have Tumblr. And we have our own blog on our website. So we have stories happening there every month. We will post 2 or 3 stories, about brands, about all kinds of topics. So, and then Facebook as well. So, and then Polivore.
Oh, yes. Awesome.
So it's a bunch. So it's almost all of the social media sites that there are right now.
Yes, I know there's so many, but that is so cool. So definitely, get connected. Like she said, the handle is Alexis Suitcase. So follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or wherever you're on, whatever platforms you're on to stay connected. But again, yes, thank you so much, Veronica. And it was such a pleasure. And thank you, everyone that tuned in and listened in onto this segment's Blab Style Chat. So everyone have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.